There we go. That's a little better. Hey, Chew. Hey, KP Heathen. How are y'all doing today? You doing well? Figured I'd put out a few little slab Morgans here. David Carlisle, what's going on? How you doing today? Awesome to see you here. Appreciate you being here. Let's see, what else can I throw in this junk here? Need some bullion. Didn't really have a whole lot of time set up before the live stream, so we're just going to kind of do it on the fly here. Uh-oh. Look at there. Let's see here. Hope y'all are all doing well today. It's been a busy day. Kind of been up at my sister's house. She had surgery on her foot. She's been dealing with that, what they call it, carpal, no. It's that, forget what they call it. It's on the foot, though, whatever it is. Where they have to go in and clip that tendon because it causes her a lot of pain. Fasciitis, something like that. And so she was in the hospital yesterday having surgery for her plantar fasciitis. That's what it's called. And so been checking up on her today and making sure she's doing all right. And that kind of stuff. Let me see what else I can put out here. Thought I would kick off a little live stream. It is Wednesday. I usually go live on Wednesdays. Try to, unless I'm sick or otherwise discombobulated. I'm going to put a kook out there where y'all can see it. So there you go. What else I got here? Put my little standing Liberty quarter down here too, I suppose. All right, that's good enough for right now. I appreciate you hitting the like button. I do. I appreciate y'all for handling that. Make sure I'm on live chat here, which I believe I am. So, wow, what a week for metals, huh? Gold's over 42, I think. Last time I looked, which is about an hour ago. Silver was almost 53, or was 53. It's been a crazy day for metals. Yes, thank you, Ronnie. Thumbs up are definitely appreciated. Like and share. Also have a giveaway going. You may have to scroll down about 5 or 6 videos, but you'll see a picture of the Dansco album. It is my giveaway video. So if you're just a subscriber, you go watch that video and put the word peace in the comments. You'll be subscribed for a peace dollar y'all. And if you are a creator, or if you have your own YouTube channel, go share the video on your posts. You'll be entered into the drawing for the Morgan silver dollar and the Morgan copper round. Both of these are Morgan designs, so wanted to make sure to keep that on your mind. I need creators to share that giveaway video. Trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So until we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will not have the video. That's what this whole giveaway is about. Trying to get to 1K. See who else we got in here. I don't see nobody but David Carlisle. Yes, thank you, KP. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And chew. That was it. So, other than checking on my sister and that type of stuff with her surgery she had yesterday, I've just kind of been outside enjoying the weather. It has been wonderful here weather-wise. High of about 82, which is kind of still warm, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But we've been having some wonderfully cool mornings, crisp mornings, and crisp evenings. And the coyotes are kind of going crazy out here in the woods. So my dogs have been chasing coyotes through the woods and stuff. So they're loving that, of course. So it is what it is. Coyotes, I don't know what it is. I guess it's this time of year. Maybe it's their mating season or something. I have no idea. But dogs, canines will be canines, I guess. I just don't understand them sometimes. But as long as my two are together, I'm pretty sure they're safe. It would take a bunch of them to jump on them and do any damage to them, especially that German Shepherd. So, not getting any comments here. Hope y'all haven't left me. Says we got 3 in the chat. There's Scrap Metal Racing. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I got to have some air. It's a little warm in this room right now. Hopefully the fan won't bother you. Scrap Metal, what you been doing? What you been hauling? Where you been? Tell me about it. Just left. Yeah, I know T-Bird's on too, but I'm always on Wednesdays, and just because T-Bird decides to do a live don't mean I'm just going to give mine up, I know International SEstkr had a big live stream going earlier. It may still be going as well. I don't know. But Wednesday, typically around 3:30 is my time. It has been for a while. Sitting the last 2 days in Beaumont, Texas, I guess we're talking about. Beaumont, Texas. Guess you're waiting on your load or something there. I don't know how all that works. My uncle Carl was a truck driver back in the 70s. I actually rode with him on a couple of jobs. Most of his was down around Miami and all that stuff. He worked for a furniture company, a company that actually built furniture and stuff. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to adjust the camera here. Get it where it's a little more stable. Because if I breathe on it, it moves. I turned down one yesterday. Just wasn't a big enough load or didn't pay enough, I guess. I don't know. I know y'all have your reasons, though. I do know that. Yep, good to see David Carlisle in the house. Scrap Metal Racing, hi. Awesome. Sometimes on a small load, I guess it just doesn't really pay to even take it, if it's just a short run somewhere. So I got this thing here. Emerald Coast Stacker sent me this. I don't know if y'all caught the video, but that was nice of him to do that. I picked out not an antique, but whatever you call it. I picked out a vintage silver round and sent it to him in return for his kindness. So y'all know I'm into my Confederate history and heritage. My family has a lot of Confederate heritage. So that was nice of him to send that. If I wasn't handicapped with an old truck, I'd fire their ass. Let's see. I'm missing something here. Didn't pay enough. I've been running for nothing, and I'm tired of going to get one. I got you. I understand that. Sounds like you're a little frustrated there. So yeah. I know you're all over the country. I see you all over the place. Stuff like that. So, uh, I don't know. All I know is we need farmers and we need truck drivers, because if we don't have either one, we're in a world of hurt. I have to give them 29% of the take. Wow, that's you're doing the work. I mean, they may load it or whatever, but you're doing the work. You're doing the transferring. I don't know. I don't make sense. Habib can take it. Ah, all these immigrants now. Yep, yep. I see. Okay, I understand. There have been a lot of immigrants that's been having a lot of accidents and 18 wheelers and stuff. They went to California, and California just said, okay, you can drive a truck. They didn't test them or nothing, apparently. So now you got all these aliens out here driving trucks. What's up, T-Bird? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Was just over on your live a while ago before I went live. The fine loads and we get big discounts on tires and fuel. Okay. Good to see you too, brother. Didn't kind of mean to walk on top of you there, T-Bird, but I usually do a live on Wednesdays. But you know, anyhow, stay away from West Coast trucks and Amazon Prime. They can't drive, right? Well, I tell you what, I finally got the email. You know, I sent my submission off. I did another ANAX or Annex submission. Submitted 10 coins to ANAX this time. And I sent them on the 3rd. And a week and a half went by and I heard nothing from them saying that they got them. Okay, thank you, T-Bird. And so I was counting them as a loss. I'm like, somebody stole my coins. I had some nice, pretty walkers in there. And then yesterday, I finally got the email that Annex, customer service said they received my coins. So, whew, that was a load off. I thought I lost a bunch of money in the mail. It's getting crazy out there, y'all. It is getting plumb crazy. Yes, please leave a thumbs up, and we'd appreciate that. Give us a share also if you can. Thank you, T-Bird. Appreciate you bringing that up, bud. So yeah. I was glad to hear that Annex actually got my submission, because I was counting them as gone. I had put that brand new, I had just got it in, that real nice half-cent. I was just thinking of all the coins I put in that envelope, and boy, if they were all gone, I was going to be really unhappy, but I'm glad they got them. So I figure it'll be sometime around Christmas when I get them back. Maybe before then, I don't know. But more Christmas is coming up, and I don't know much about y'all. I believe in Thanksgiving. I don't really do the whole Halloween thing. I am a Christian person. The Bible speaks about intermingling evil things with things that are supposed to be things of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 talks about, mixing good things with evil things and that type of stuff. So I don't really get into the whole Halloween deal. I did it as a kid, but I was stupid as a kid, Once you grow up and you start reading God's Word, things change, or at least it did for me. There is a drink with silver in it. People must be thirsty. I guess so. It seemed like we were talking about that last week. Somebody said there was a drink with gold in it too. So yeah. I I don't know. I guess they thirsty for some silver. I mean, I know silver supposed to be good for you. You know, they make colloidal silver and all that. Uh, do you know when All Saints Day is? Halloween. All Hallows Eve. All Saints Day. It's all the same day, Vinny. I know my church history, brother, but yes. Good to see you, Michael Stacking and Nancy. Hope y'all are doing well. But yeah, I don't get into the Halloween stuff. And the church I'm a member of even does a trunk or treat, but I don't participate. I feel like it's not something I'm meant to do. But you know, every Christian has their own convictions on certain things, and that's just one of mine, y'all. But anyway, I didn't mean to bring up all that. Gold slaughter has gold in it. Yep. Yep, gold slaughter. I remember that. Oh yeah, it was November 1st. Okay. Well, it was one day after, I guess. All Saints Day was a Catholic holiday, I believe. Mr. Silver Eagle, howdy ho, good to see you. Just think how bad things would be without him. Right? Yep. Let's see. Being with family is the best thing. And being thankful for Jesus. Absolutely. Absolutely. Schnapps, yeah. Schnapps. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, people who want to get drunk, you know, they'll invent all kind of stuff to get drunk with or to get high on. We've got a family member. I won't call his name, but I call him my idiot stepbrother. So if you ever hear me refer to him, he's a dopehead. Meth and all that mess. And now the thing they're doing is they're going to the hardware store and buying floor stripper. Yes, you heard me correct. Floor stripper. And they're diluting the floor stripper with water and drinking that to get high. And the street name for this is called Waters. So if you hear somebody talking about, hey man, we're going to go mix up some waters, they're talking about floor stripper. So you got to be pretty desperate to be drinking floor stripper to get high. I mean, good night of living. Anyway, but that's what's going on. Yes, everything is well. Ain't come out and push all the evil spirits back to hell. Alright, Benny. That is ludicrous, but that's where we're at, brother. And, I mean, you know, if it ain't, what is that, fentanyl, whatever it's called, if it ain't that, it's meth. If it ain't meth, it's, I mean, whatever. Heroin, weed, you know. But I know most families have someone who's dealing with all that stuff, and this guy's been in and out of court-ordered rehab many times. He's a known felon, and guess what? The cops won't do nothing about him. So, and he almost ran over my pastor yesterday and killed him. So, high as a kite, driving up and down the road, no tags, no driver's license. Yep, they won't do nothing about it. Oh, okay, got you, Benny. The only thing I need to do is be high on life. Amen. Me too. You know, I mean, you know, Bible says be sober and sober-minded, and you know, when you drink to the point, I don't believe it's, you know, against God's word to take a drink of alcohol. I think when you drink to the point of loss of self-control, that's when it becomes a sin. I know there are some churches that say if you took one drink, it's a sin. I don't agree with that. But, I mean, because Jesus and them drank wine in the Bible, you know, but, you know, I don't know. Different churches are different, man. It's the way it is. My family never got drunk on the holidays. Maybe one or two drinks with dinner, and that was it. Yeah, right. And same here. I have to head in the house right now. I'll come back and rewatch afterwards. Okay, buddy. Appreciate you, T-Bird. God bless you, brother. So, yeah. Bye for now. Okay. So, do what you gotta do. Handle your business there, brother. I understand that. But, yeah. I don't know how I got off on this subject today, but uh, I saw the wrecker bringing the dope head's truck in, and it didn't look like it was wrecked. He must have ran out of gas yesterday. So then he goes down to my dad's shop and steals his lawnmower gas. So Dad's on the roof about that. I don't drink or smoke. I quit smoking. Yeah, I smoked for 11 years. In my dumb years, from like 19 to I don't know 30, 29 or 30. In age. But yeah, I quit. I had to. I believe what it was, I had my income tax check come in the mail one day, and I ran all the way to the mailbox. And we have long driveways right here where I live. The time I got there, I was having a coronary, and I realized at that point, these things have got me. Couldn't breathe, couldn't get my breath, so I quit. Uh, so yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of boring that way too. I'm probably the last person on earth that doesn't have a tattoo at all, you know. I don't have piercings. I just don't believe in all that mess, you know. People are going to do what they're going to do. Ain't nothing we can do about it. And I'm not saying it's a sin to have a tattoo or anything like that, but, you know, everybody has a choice. And my choices are very boring. I guess like Vinny would say. They're very, very boring. So, yep. I was smoking 4 packs a day and could. My son was born and I didn't want him growing up in a smoker's household. Right? And, you know, I was born in 68 and being raised up in the 70s. Everybody and their grandmother smoked and dipped. A lot of women dipped back then, too. A lot of the older women around here in the South, they dipped snuff. That old nasty snuff looking stuff coming in them little cans. Oh, nasty looking. Couldn't breathe and quit. It was hard. It was hard to quit. I went through probably a million peppermint candies and other things. Patches didn't work for me. Of course, the patch was kind of new still. They hadn't figured out what works yet. They didn't know you had to step down a nicotine back when I was trying the patches. The patches were just making me sick. And I quit smoking and drinking. I should have quit smoking earlier. Now I have COPD and emphysema. Yep. My sister just recently quit smoking. She's been smoking. And the reason why she started was on account of me. She was stealing my cigarettes and I didn't even know it back when I was 19 and stupid. 1960, seen it all. I hear you, man. Uh, yeah, I've been around since 68. I've seen quite a bit. I don't know if I've seen it all, but I've seen quite a bit. But yeah, emphysema, COPD, it's not good, man. I had to ask God to help me. I had tried to quit before and couldn't do it on my own. It was tough, but the next day something said, Queen, you got it. Awesome. Awesome, man. Yep. The Lord helped me out as well. Uh, and then, you know, of course, after I finally got off the cigarettes, I blew up in weight because food started tasting so good, you know. You don't realize how smoke on your hands and smoke in your mouth, and it just degrades the taste of food, or it did to me. And of course, I gained a bunch of weight after I quit. But I could do it. Yep, I did too, brother. I only smoked for 11 years, but it was still hard. Any habits like that are hard to break, for sure. But, so what are y'all doing? Are y'all holding? Are you buying still? Are you still buying gold and silver? What you doing? I'm kind of in a hold pattern as far as bullion goes, except for my kookaburras. I've been stacking up the kooks, trying to work on those, but that's just one series. You know, I've been buying a kookaburra a month or whatever, so you know that's not going crazy. But I've been kind of in a holding pattern. I've been buying some numismatic stuff, and I've been buying some of those, you know, the old notes and stuff. But as far as just going to SD Bullion and, buying $400 or $500 worth of stuff, I ain't been doing that. Buying but slowly, digging. I hear you. Rip Curl Readiness. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. Rip Curl Readiness has a channel. He's a kind of a 2A dude, as I am as well. Where I think most of us in here are probably 2A friendly. But he's got kind of a gun tuber channel. I'll go check him out if if you're interested in that type of thing. But yeah, I'm buying, but I'm buying mostly numismatic stuff. I'm working on this typeset album, and I got a long way to go on that bad boy. I got all these cap bust and this drape bust half cent. That's gonna be expensive. If I'm gonna get it in any sort of shape, because the half cents that are that old are just usually not in great shape. And they still cost a lot of money, so. Gold is in the ground, so I dig it up. Hey, panning for gold, ain't nothing wrong with that. Work that stuff out of the ground, that'll work. I had a coupon I bought today. I'm quitting, bought 3 dimes. And a 2-ounce at spot. Awesome. Yeah, I like 2-ounce stuff. I need to get some more 2-ounce stuff. I got this 2-ounce snake. Right now it's my only piece. Pretty cool though. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready to buy some generic bars and all that. I'm just waiting on prices to drop. There's a pullback coming. There ain't no doubt in my mind. There's a pullback coming. I just don't know when it's going to be. So, here I am, sitting here, waiting on the pullback. And when that happens, I'll be buying some more generic bullion. So, that's kind of what I'm going through right now. The guy I told you about, come on, has them, he gives better prices on Facebook from his coin shop because of Whatnot fees. Yeah. I tell you what, that's some idiots on Whatnot. I know I buy things from Whatnot, and I do, but I don't buy anything in live auctions. I use the product listing, kind of like eBay, I guess you suppose, but it's not an auction. Just like a buy it now, if I think something's worth it, then I'll buy it. I'll buy it now, whatever. But as far as them people in them auctions goes, I've seen people buying Benji $half for like 70 and 80 bucks in there. Just stupid crap. I'm like, people just don't even care what they're buying. It's weird to me. I am surprised that silver is up into the fort. Brother, silver is $53 right now. I think you're a little late on your silver's in the 50s, and gold is at 42.40 something last time I looked. Good for the stackers, but not so much for the economy. Right, I agree with that. The price of gold to silver is showing something bad for the dollar. Yeah, the dollar is tanking, my friend. And everybody is looking, yeah, there you go. 53.14 right now, Kitco. The dollar is a sinking ship. And everybody is trying to run to their silver and their gold and platinum lifeboats right now. That's basically what's happening. Because, they're printing, I'm going to read y'all's comments in here in just a second, Vinny. They're printing billions of dollars just to pay the interest payments on our debt. They're not even paying any of the principal. They're printing billions of dollars just to pay the interest payments. That's how bad a shape we're in financially. I don't mean to gloom and doom y'all, but that's kind of how it is. I'm lucky enough to have an 1808 Drake bust half cent. Awesome. That's good, man. I still ain't got no 8 real, so I'm jelly. I buy, I win. They give you. I buy. Oh yeah, 'cause you get the free shipping. Yeah, I understand that. Scrap Mo. Stack Daddy, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. I assume you're a brother. I don't know. Uh, I don't know if you're male or female, but I assume you're male with your name. I made money already on today's purchase. Oh yeah, you buy something and wait 2 days and it's under spot. I mean, time it ships to you, it's under spot. So the prices, the market, man, is wild right now. It is wild. But there's a pullback coming. I still say it. There's a pullback coming. I just don't know when it's gonna happen. So I'm kind of waiting on the pullback, stacking a little cash. So you're jealous there. I got you, Benny. I appreciate you being in here today, brother. Vinny's one of the helpers over there on Morgan Silver Treasures. They have they have an auction over there every Saturday night. I can't buy nothing right now because I'm already in over my head like $400 worth. So I gotta wait till I get paid before I buy anything else. But Vinny's a good dude. I like him. SGT stacking. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Not much. We're just having a live stream here, hanging out and talking about the metals and the prices and the dollar and how it's tanking and all that kind of good stuff. Mr. Blue, hello, hello. Awesome to see you. We got some folks popping in here now. 15 in the chat, 22 likes. We'll take it. So yeah. So yeah, it's it's crazy market, man. I'm stacking some cash and I'm holding and I'm buying a few numismatic pieces, every now and then. But I'm waiting for the pullback before I start buying bullion again, really. Hey, Scrap, Mr. Blue, David, good to see all y'all. Not too bad for a West Coaster. You're alright, Vinny. You're alright for a West Coaster, that's for sure. Me oh my. So yeah, I'm just a southerner. I got people who watch my channel just to hear my accent and all that. So I don't care. I mean, there's people I watch just because of their accents too. Nemo's Numismatics. He sounds like the guy from what's that Scottish movie? Braveheart. He sounds just like Braveheart, when he talks, because he's from Scotland. That's where he's from. I think it's awesome. So yep, everybody likes everybody just for different reasons. Definitely not buying much right now, so things are getting bad when I can't afford them, right? Yeah, Vinny doesn't have an accent. He's accentless, I guess. But yeah, it's and with the metals being so high, we were talking about what does that say about the economy and all that, They gotta quit spending money, man. They got to quit spending money. They're printing billions of dollars just to pay the interest on our debt, man. It's not good. Not good at all. Hey, Thousand Air Radio. Well, thank you for the like. I do appreciate that. One of my favorite channels to watch, Thousand Air Radio. I don't comment much, but I do like to watch your stuff. I'm a big fan of Constitutional Silver. Yep, I know what you mean, brother. I know what you mean. It's just my opinion, but I think you're an idiot for getting rid of those gold pieces. But that's just my opinion. I don't think I'd have done that. But sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta take risks to make more money. I get that too. I just thought I'd give you my opinion on that. But everybody does their own thing. That's what makes the world go around. Laughing my ass off. Yeah. So I would have kept those centenarios or those 50 pesos. I'd have kept all those. You appreciate the feedback. Hey, yeah, we're all giving other countries millions of dollars. Yes. And look, I'm glad Trump's being a peacemaker or whatever, but we've got to sending all these countries' money, man. We got to stop. Look at our infrastructure, our power grid, the bridges, the roads. Our country is crumbling, man. But no, they don't want to spend money in this country. And you know why they don't want to spend money in this country? They don't get kickbacks off of stuff in this country, so they'd rather send it off somewhere else where they get their kickbacks. That's my guess. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, you know? So yeah, you know, Donald Trump's done some things I like. He's done a lot of stuff I don't care for. And Bondi keeps pushing all this Biden era gun control. I don't like that crap either. That's pissing me off. Uh, you know, she was supposed to be pro 2A. She's really not. So, 20 million. I guess I'm assuming that's million. Probably trillion. Of taxpayer money to help Argentina. Yeah, look, I'm sure Argentina needs help, but we can't be the world police, man. We can't do it. And, you know, I'm shut down the AID money and all that crap. We got to stop. 20 billion. Yep, that's crazy. About the roads. I'm beat at the end of the day, but Trump is better than a liberal. Right? Yeah, I hear you, Scrap Metal. Scrap Metal racing as a truck driver. He can tell you about the road situation, how rough they're in. I-59 in Alabama is horrid. It's horrible. They've patched all the holes up, so now you got high points and you got low points from the patches and all. It's horrible, and that's our money. Yep. That every American, I don't care where you are, should be furious with what our government is doing. I don't care, liberal, not liberal, conservative, middle of the road. We should all be pissed. But you know, I'm not trying to start a fight in here, but yeah, I-59 sucks. Yes, it does. It's in horrible shape. I ride 7 north, left lane on 59. Yep. Yeah, you have to. How good could the roads be with that money? Right. Think about that. I mean, anytime you leave the state of Alabama, which is where I'm at, I'm in Alabama, which I didn't know. Anytime you leave the state of Alabama, when you cross the state line, the roads immediately get better. Even Alabama, the state of Alabama won't work on our roads either. Don't agree with everything he does or says, but not like we can ever settle for a person. No. Yes. And I'm in full agreement with that, SGT. No Kamala for me. That would have been worse than Obama, honestly. Or not Obama, but Biden. Oh, Biden. Whatever you want to call him. You're close to Birmingham. Well, I am not close to Birmingham. I am out here in the middle of the woods in St. Clair County. It's about an hour away. Birmingham's about an hour away from where I'm at. Yeah, we're in 15 minutes, something like that. And how much for a grand ballroom added to the White House? Right? Another great point, Vinny. Yep. Just keep spending that money, Donald Trump. Well, yeah, Mississippi roads are probably worse. I probably agree with that. But Georgia and Florida, everybody else has got better roads. My mom used to live in Florida. She used to live in Howey in the Hills, Florida, down there in Lake County. You was raised in Asheville? Well, I know some folks in Asheville, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm kind of in between Asheville and some other cities around or towns, I should say. Not to mention the gold throughout the White House. Speaking of gold, what happened to what happened to Fort Knox? I thought we were going to go in there and test everything and see how much gold was in there. What happened to that? Oh no, we can't have that now. We can't have the people knowing that we blowed all their gold. No, I'm not in Pill City. I'm in the middle of nowhere, David. I'm in a town limit, but I'm not going to tell you which one I'm in. Just for security reasons, you know what I'm saying? That's all taxpayer money that could have been spent for better things. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't think there's any gold in Fort Knox at all. I really don't. They've bloated it all. Or they've sold it all to China or somebody else. All our enemies. I don't think there's a bar of gold in that place. I think them guards are standing there guarding nothing. That's what I think. Nope, I agree, Vinny. I agree. So yeah, it's crazy, man. They started stealing from us in '33 when the Gold Confiscation Act hit, and they were stealing from us when Nixon signed the thing that took gold out of all the money, and you know it's been well since the Fed started in 1913. It's been downhill ever since. The Fed is a crock. I'm just telling you. Bald Rock Mountain and live. Wow. I know where that's at. I rode four-wheelers up at Bald Rock. One of our EMA towers is up there as well. That's a wow. That's a story. Wow. That's a big mountain up there, man. That's one of the highest peaks in the SEstkr County. Maybe the highest peak. I'm not sure. But he gives his paycheck. He gives his paycheck. Too bad it isn't big enough to put a dent in something. No, it's not. It's really not, y'all. It's I had high hopes when Trump won it. I was happy because it wasn't Kamala Harris. But I'm not being very happy with his choices he's making. We have got to put America first. What happened to putting America first, Trump? What happened to that? Anyway. And what happened to the Epstein files, huh? I thought we were going to undo those. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm venting at y'all and it ain't y'all's fault. Sorry about that. A lot of this has to do with having nothing to back the monetary system. That's exactly right. They took all the gold up. And, they cheated. The government has cheated all kinds of people. Even the Native Americans, the Indians, were promised gold. They were given paper money instead. And in the Indians' eyes, or the Native Americans' eyes, that voided the whole contract. Because they were supposed to be paid in gold and given so much land. They got the land, but they didn't get the gold they were promised either. Yes, groceries are high. Yes, I agree. Mike needs to swear in the rep from Arizona. I don't know nothing about the rep of Arizona, but if he's good, I say put him in there. That seems to be the only way we'll get to see them, right? So, yeah. This country is just crumbling, y'all. It is. It's crumbling. Yeah, we're going to have to change the subject. It's pissing me off. Maple Leaf Numismatics. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Our friends in Canada up there. I like my Canadian silver, too. I like my maples, and I like my... I got some half-ounce eagles. Even got some... you're good. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. A dozen eggs is $10.99 right now. I know. I buy the 60-count boxes because I'm kind of on a fixed income. I have to buy for the month. And, man, yeah, eggs put a dent in my wallet every time I buy them. But I like them. I like my eggs. Yeah, Walkers and Morgans, yeah. I love some pretty walking liberties. I sent a bunch off. I got a submission I just sent off to ANACs again, so they'll be in slabs like this. But I sent off some 2 or 3 different walking liberties that should be mint state, so we'll have to wait till they come back to find out. But I do love some pretty walkers. $3 a dozen here. Oh, wow. Hey, in Marsh. I bet they are in Cali. Oh, yeah. There's no telling. I understand people want to stay and fight in California, and they should fight. But man, at some point, if they reelect Newsom again, that'd be it. I'd have to call it. It can go somewhere else. Thank you, SGT, for popping in, brother. Appreciate you. God bless you. Hope you have a good day. So yeah, my want to think about getting a couple of egg-laying chickens. You know, my dad has chickens, and I talked to him. I told him I was thinking about getting some laying hens and stuff. He said it costs him more to feed them chickens than it does to buy eggs. So, and you know, he's got, I don't know, 18 chickens, and you know, it costs him more to feed the chickens than it does to just buy eggs. So, you know, but I understand being self-sufficient. That part I do understand, but if the store's all closed down, you know, what you gonna feed them? I guess you'll have to just build a chicken tractor and let them graze. Thank you, SGT. He's terming out, but a new Democrat will be elected. No doubt. No doubt. The pendulum, it swings. It swings one way real hard. It swings right, then it swings left, Benny. That's how it works. The two-party system, it's a pendulum that just swings back and forth. And, you know, we'll have a Republican for a while, and it swings the other way. That's how it works. The two-party system is just corrupt. And Congress, all these executive orders ain't going to mean crap when the Democrats in office. They'll just rewrite them. They'll just take their pen, and all them executive orders that Trump has signed will go away. Congress has got to do something. They got to get in there and put that stuff in where it'll stick. You know what I'm saying? Let them eat bugs. I'll cut back on feed cost. Right? Yeah, well, bugs will do it too. Yep. I've seriously thought about doing rabbits, you know, for meat. You know, get a bucket of dough and kind of get started on some meat rabbits. Seriously, I have put some thought into that. That may be something I end up doing. Rabbits is a good source of meat. They're easy to raise. You can feed them grass. You know, they'll eat grass. I don't know how healthy it is for them just to eat grass, but I'm pretty sure that's how wild rabbits live. So, yeah, let them eat bugs. Yeah, chickens will eat the crap out of a bug, man. Absolutely. Chickens love bugs. Bugs is just protein for a chicken. 7 in here. 27 likes. Awesome, y'all. Appreciate that. Fruits and veggies, yep. I've got some fruit trees out in the yard. I particularly like figs, so I got several fig trees out there. We got the Freedom blackberries that are just growing wild out there. Peaches. Dad's got a peach tree up at his house. Couple of plum trees. Scuppernines are out in the woods. Pawpaws are out in the woods. We got some fruit around, you know. We can survive here. As long as we don't, you know, as long as the creeks and the ponds don't run dry, we'll survive here as far as food goes. And, you know, I've got number 10 cans of Mountain House and all kind of stuff stacked up as well. I'm a bit of a prepper as well, y'all. My lemon tree is about 400 lemons on it. My mom, when she lived in Florida, she had a lemon tree. And that thing stayed covered up with lemons down there on Lake Harris, Lake County, Florida, Howie in the Hills, Florida. And she loved to go out there and pick her a lemon and make her some lemonade. You know, they're awesome for that. You can't grow lemon trees where I live. It gets too cold, I guess. We now have 7 hens and 1 rooster. Ain't got the first egg yet. You don't have to have a rooster to lay eggs, brother. Let me go ahead and fill you in on that. You can put the rooster in a pot. 1st of November, we should start getting eggs. Well, let me tell you something, though. If you don't put a light in their pen, David, when the, dark winter gets here, they won't lay in dark winter unless you add lights to their pen or wherever they're being kept at. You gotta add lights in there. I'm not talking about for heat, I'm talking about for daylight. Hens lay in daylight, and when there's not as much daylight, they don't lay as much. At least that's what my dad has told me, or he has taught me that. So chickens just naturally don't lay as many eggs in the wintertime because of the light situation. David's got a lemon tree. Awesome. I pulled a palm tree down yesterday. Okay, that's good. I mean, rooster's good if you want little baby chicks, which you may want at some point in time, yeah. Then you'll need a rooster. But let me tell you something. Roosters get to your laying hen's eggs and fertilize them, and you go to crack them in that frying pan, and out comes the chicken, and you won't want to eat for several hours after that happens. I've done that. I grew up on a farm here. I still live on the farm, and we grew up having chickens. So I've cracked a many a day of chickens into a skillet because of stupid roosters. Oh, good. Yeah, solar. That's awesome. That's awesome, David. Yep. Solar's the way to go. Thumbs up are appreciated. Thank you, Ronnie Brown, my mod. Thank you, sir. I think I'm going to make Vinny a mod just because we need a few more mods around here. If I can get him to click add moderator, standard. Vinny G is now a mod. Vinny, you're now a mod. Just because I don't see many in here today. So yeah. An old guy I knew back in the 70s kept a 100-watt bulb in the hen house to help the chickens lay eggs. Right. Because, yeah, a heat lamp probably makes sense, especially in the wintertime. I mean, depending on how cold it gets where you live, yeah, you may want some heat lamps in there for sure. Yeah, you don't want dead chickens in your frying pan. Moderators. The people in blue, you see. Moderators. Somebody gets in here and starts cussing people out or whatever, they can time them out or hide them or whatever. Kind of like chat supervision, I guess you call it. Well, folks, we're almost at an hour. Is there anything y'all want to talk about? The light is what you need. Yeah. Yeah, you need light for chickens, or, just like the daylight. It goes away. I mean, you'll have real short days, real short amounts of daylight. You'll have real few eggs in the wintertime unless you put lights in there, according to what Dad told me. So you got to make chickens think it's daytime in there for 12 hours or something like that. Hidden Numismatist, my buddy, my friend. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Okay, he's not new to collecting. That's BS. Light in the winter. Hello, buddy. Good to see you. If you haven't checked out Hidden Numismatist, the brother has got a collection of stuff over there. Colonial stuff. All kind of stuff. All kind of Confederate notes and coins. Definitely go check him out. No, it won't get real bad. I mean, it usually dips down in the teens here. It usually gets down to something like 14 once or maybe twice in the winter. That's really about it. It doesn't get below 0 or nothing like that. Talk about Vinny being jealous. Jelly. Silver closed at 3% positive. Thank you, Alex. Awesome. Hero. He's got an awesome channel over there. He's got some great content, and he's got some beautiful coins. Jet, what's going on, brother? You are new? I cannot help, sir. Ask Vinny G. Good to see you, Jet. Jet's another person I know from Morgan Silver Treasures. I have all the answers. Ha 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 ha. Right? Vinny does the best he can. But Vinny has to keep Morgan. I'm not gonna say his real name, but I almost did. Vinny has to keep Morgan focused, because when Vinny's not there, he'll put coins out there and go, "We got this right here," and he'll never say a price. And he wonders why he don't sell coins, because he never puts a price on nothing. But Vinny is there to remind him. And how much is that? So we need Vinny in there for sure. Definitely need Vinny in there. Vinny knows some stuff about coins. I could go into a list of things that drive me nuts about Morgan Silver Treasures, but I just wish he would put the percentage of silver on things, especially foreign coins. I think he would sell a lot more coins that way, if that's just me. And I've tried to tell him so. I don't a Confederate flag, silver bar. Please send that here. Thank you. No, I can't do that. That is a gift. I can't trade or sell gifts. Emerald Coast Striker sent me this. He said he bought it when he bought it. He thought of me and sent it to me. So he knows about my Confederate heritage and all that. I have ancestors that fought in the Georgia Army. So I'm not a racist or nothing like that, but I do have Confederate ancestry. SEstkr, Lord, I ain't seen you in a coon's age, brother. How you doing? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Hidden. Everybody has to have one. Yes, Jet will snap a coin. If you ask about a coin and he wants it, he'll just take it right off from under you. That's a fact, Jet. Been very busy at work. I bet you have. Tell the family we said howdy. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope everything's going well for you, brother. Good to hear from you. Good to know you're still alive. Can't see no videos forthcoming, but I figured you've been busy. That's kind of the way it is. History is history, Vinny. If we delete history, yes, I'm good. I'm good, brother. As good as I can be. But yeah, history is history. We can't just delete history because parts of it are ugly or whatever. And I understand Confederate history. There's a lot of ugly parts in there for sure. But if we delete it, we're bound to determine to repeat it. You know what I'm saying? And history is called history for a reason. Anyway, I'll not get on that little rant. 800 BC. Wow. I've got my mama's side back to the 1760s. I've got my mama's side all the way back from, Ellis Island. I've got them back that far. My dad's side, everybody was a farmer. They were born on a stump. There's not a whole lot of documentation. So I've got dad's side back to like the 30s right now. That's about it. And like I said, everybody was born on the farm. There was no documentation, no paperwork. I do have a few like war documents and stuff from people serving in the military, but when it comes to birth records, my dad's side of the family is harsh. It's hard. Daughters of the American Revolution. Awesome. That's good, man. Uh, all the info I have, and 50 cents will get you a phone call. I'm sure it would, Benny. Family Bibles, yeah. But I don't know who's got them. Dad's side of the family, they were all dirt floor poor. They were all farmers. I mean, a lot of them lost children at age 2 and age 3, and I wouldn't know where to look for the family Bibles, but yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's what I said. Daughters of the American Revolution. That's what DAR stands for. Uh, but yeah, that's a good suggestion, Jet. Maybe I need to start asking some folks about some family Bibles. But my mom's side is where my Confederate heritage comes from. Because my mom is actually from Georgia. She was born in LaGrange, Georgia, and Troup County. And so her being a Georgiaite, that's kind of where all my Confederate history comes from, is the Georgia Army 16th Infantry Regiment, Company K. My Confederate ancestors. They were just, they were just privates. They weren't high-ranking officers, nothing like that. But it's still cool, and I am a member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans because history is important. Give me that awesome accent, I say. My grandmothers and my wife's grandmothers go back to DAR ladies. Yep, that's awesome. Accent. Yeah, I don't know. My Confederate grandpappy fought for the Georgia Confederate Army. I don't know. It kind of throws me off when people want to hear my accent. I don't know why it does, but it just kind of does. Yeah. So, let's see. Hi, and Becky. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Yep, we're just having a live stream. We've been talking about the U.S. government and our disappointment in that. And we've been talking about metals and prices and family history and kind of weird, odd stuff. So it's been a hodgepodge of topics today. It really has. You don't have an accent? I don't know, man. Some people it just skips. I mean, if you were moved around a lot, as a kid growing up, I can see how that might be. My mother's side goes back to ancient Germany, and my father's side to BC England. Wow. Got lots to talk about for sure. Yep, definitely. I've sent in my second ANAC submission. Got the email from them yesterday saying they got my coins, so that's a relief because I thought they were lost in the mail. So I was glad to get that email from the customer service saying they got my coins. So looking forward to when they come back. So yeah, it's a crazy world out there right now. Oh yeah, I forgot we talked about religion and stuff too. It's been an amazing live stream today. We've had a multitude of topics. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. I sent in some real nice. I sent in that latest half cent I got. That latest half cent I picked up. I sent that in. I feel like it may get damaged or it probably will get cleaned or something, but still, it's a nice half cent. And so I wanted to get that slabbed if possible. But I sent in some real nice Mint State Walkers, some Mint State Benjis, and a few other things. A W quarter that I found in the change, and somebody told me I should submit that since it was a V75 Privy and all that. So 10 coins. It'll be interesting to see them when they get back. So yeah, looking forward to that. Should be sometime around Christmas, I'm guessing. Somewhat. Baby Carlisle saying hi, Becky. Everybody's saying hey. I love it, love it, love it. Uh, let's see here. You have all the W quarters? No, you don't. Because I have one. You don't have all the W quarters. I know what you mean, though. That's awesome. That's good. You have all the designs. I know what you mean, Vinny. Trying to be a little smart butt there. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think it was Ordinary Man. He said, if you got a V75 W quarter, you should send that in and get it graded. And I said, okay. So I did. You know, they are lower mintage, so they may bring some good prices, you know, over the years. So, and I took that under advisement. And I said, you know what? Why not? Yeah, sometimes I'm trying to be a wise guy, I guess. But we all have our faults, but that's just how it is. I like this Una the line bar. I think it's awesome. I don't know why, but the Royal Mint needs to be able to make bars with no milk spots. But if they make a coin, it's Milk Spot City. This is all on the capsule, scratches on the capsule. But I ain't never figured that out yet. Why that is? I can't make a coin that doesn't milk spot. I've had them since they first came out. My son worked in a supermarket and he got boxes straight from work. That's the hookup. That's a good hookup there. Yep. That's what got me started in my whole silver coin collecting thing. Was I worked. There was a store down here called Fred's, and it was kind of like a wannabe Dollar General, but they sold furniture and stuff as well. And I worked at a Fred's for 3 years, and I would find engine head cents in the till, and so I'd throw in a Lincoln Memorial, replace it, you know, so the till was right. Because, you know, if your drawer ain't right, you lose your job over that. So I'd make sure I had plenty of Lincoln Memorials, and I'd pull out all those engine heads and take them home with me. And that's kind of what started my whole stack electing venture here. That was right around 2015, I believe, when that happened. Because they're circulated. Yeah, I know, David. But this one was in not bad shape. Yeah, I didn't see any major scratches or nothing on it, but I do get it. They are circulated coins. But I was advised it'd be a good idea to do that, so I did. Maybe I was wrong. I have 7 rolls with W. Anders. Wow, cool. The most of the rolls I opened had more than 1 W in a lot of the rolls. I've got to get the American Women 2025 quarters. I'm doing the album on those, and I've got them all but the 2025s. Are y'all finding the 2025 women's quarters in your change and stuff yet? Uh, so I'm doing this album here, the American Women quarters. I'm doing this one. The only ones I really need are the 2025. Well, apparently, one 2023. I need one from that year. Well, apparently I need more than I thought. It's been a while since I've looked at this. But, yeah, there's the 25 section. So I need to do some more quarter roll hunts for those, I suppose. So I'm working on that album, along with the top set, of course. And then I'm doing the Well, it's upside down. I'm doing the National Park quarters as well. I'm doing this album. So, yep. I got a lot of things. I guess you can't say I got a lot of irons in the fire, you know. Uh, that's kind of what collecting is, you know. And most of the rolls I opened had more than one. I don't know why some of the W's have higher values at the same grade. Yeah, I don't understand that either, Becky. Yeah, the one I had was it probably wasn't mint state, but it was probably AU50. The one I had, the one I submitted, it was pretty nice. Yeah. Well, anything that's been in circulation, you know. Give you a little look at my currency album here. I did upgrade my currency album. I had to get a bigger one. So these are Confederate era notes here. This is a 10-cent fractional. And then I've got this gold or lawful money $20 bill, and I got some national currency $10 brown seal down here. And so I like this new album. It's going to work out good, I think. I got a whole slew of $2 bills. Bunch of silver shirts. Some of my silver shirts are actually star notes. And this little, I don't know if y'all can see it. This little 10-cent United States fractional. I just got this yesterday from my latest Morgan's pickup. That thing is awesome. I like the way that thing looks. The old currency folder's coming along. Go ahead and send me that currency album with the currency, thank you. No, you can send me some. I need an Alabama Confederate note from you, brother. That's what you could send me. He's got them all, y'all. I'm telling you, he's got them all. So, yeah. Y'all think I got a collection. You need to go check out Hidden. He's got the collection. I figured that'd make you laugh, Hidden. Yeah, how did those do? Did they gain value pretty quickly? I haven't even looked at them. I have not been happy with the U.S. Mint prices on stuff. But I did sign up for an account with the U.S. Mint with all this, you know, tricentennial or whatever stuff, all these coins that'll be coming out next year. I did go ahead and sign up for an account. But it'll be interesting to see. Good morning from Perth. Gold is 64 odd. Excuse me. Keeps going up. $100 a day. Like it has been. I'm earning $2K a day on most of my gold. Yeah. My gold is going up as well. I've got 5 quarter-ounce gold coins, and I've got pant gold stuff. And yeah, they're going on up. So I'm happy to see that. That's good. Okay, I will do that, Vinny. Appreciate that. But the only reason I really signed up was is just for this 2026 stuff coming out. The whatever centennial it is. Quincentennial? I don't know. $230. Well, that's a gain. Good to see you, Akadaka. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Thank you, Aka. Appreciate that. 250th year, yeah, that's what I thought. Take care of yourself, buddy. Good to see you, Akadaka. Daka is awesome. He's got a great channel from Perth, Australia, like you said. If you haven't went and subscribed to SEstkr, you're wrong. You need to go do that. He's got some great content over there. So me and him sent a package to each other. He sent me a bunch of awesome, cool Australian coins. I got some of the little colorized $2 coins with Vegemite in them. pretty cool stuff. So awesome. I love Owaka. He's a good dude. He was trying to get all the Provy coins, right? Yeah. Well, all the fuss about the flowing hair dollar when that thing came, or the flowing hair metal, whatever it was, when it all came out, I was skeptic on that, and I should have bought two of them, or one or two of them, because man, they hit the moon. As soon as they hit eBay, they went to $1,000 or something. So I'm kind of with you on that, Becky. I kind of wish I had got in on the flowing hair replica. Who? Australia? Vinny? That's not good. Cashless society, that's gonna suck. I don't like it. I don't want no cashless society. I don't want no digital ID. I don't want none of that stuff. Privacy goes out the window. They have full and total control over what you can spend your money on. Oh, you're driving an old beater that uses oil. Sorry, you can't buy gas for your vehicle. You've already bought silver this month. You can't buy no more silver. Oh, you're 300 pounds. I'm sorry, you can't buy chocolate. That's the way it's going on all that stuff. I'm not about that at all. They'll know everything you buy, everything you do, everywhere you go. Not a good situation, in my opinion. That's just my opinion there. Well, Australia and Great Britain, when they give up their guns, they made a grave mistake. I'll just say that. Check out Michael Oliver on YouTube. Lost jewelry recovered. Cool. You might have to check that out. Michael Oliver. He talks about it. Oh yeah, yeah. I bet. Yeah. That's kind of why I like the whole silver and gold kind of stuff. Uh, it's private. I mean, I bought some things on a debit card, but I do mostly e-check stuff. And I have been to some coin shops, and I've done some silver trades for gold, and all that stuff is off the record. I like it that way. So, yep. I don't like the government being cued in on my every activity. I don't like that at all. Look at her. There's my little 5 quarter-ounce gold pieces right there. Sprinkle in some gold color around here. Check that out. Underwater, land, metal detecting. He finds a bunch of stuff. I've got to get me a basket, or whatever they call it. My metal detector will go underwater as well. I just don't have the scoop, the beach basket or scoop, whatever. I need to be getting one of those, But yep. My Nota will go up to 16 feet underwater, head included. So I want to get down here in some of these creeks and find some Civil War bullets and stuff, Yeah, sand scoop. That's what I meant, yeah. So I need to do that. I would like to get into that. Especially now that the weather's cooling down, it's going to be time to do some detecting. For sure. So, yep, I just got to buy me a scoop. And get down in there. And I used to walk around in the creeks all the time. And in the shallow parts where it's real clear, you could just see the Civil War, those three ringers, Civil War bullets, you could just see them laying on the ground. And I'd pick them up, and I've got some that I've kept since I was a kid. I've got them in an old pill bottle somewhere. But that kind of stuff, anything history, I love all that stuff. You just got to go get them. Exactly right. Thank you, Becky, for popping in and hanging out with us a little bit today. God bless you. Have a good one. I'm fixing to get out of here myself. I got to go check on my sister. She had surgery on her foot yesterday, plantar fasciitis. They had to go in there and snip a tendon or something. So it's been a couple hours since I called her and checked on her. She's at home by herself today. So I got to do that. God bless you all, each and every one. Appreciate you all coming and hanging out today. Keep stacking, keep collecting. Carry that firearm wherever you go if you can, and keep your situational awareness, up and ready. Things are going on. People are doing crazy, stupid things nowadays. I have a old pair of field glasses. Been in the family for over 100 years. That's awesome. Have a great day, y'all. I'm gonna put down my CNI dog there. God bless y'all. Have a good one. This Southeast stocking and collecting. We'll see you next time, if the Lord wills. I gotta find the button. Where's the button?